a treasure dropping out of his trousers. Hey, you! Fuck you, whoreson! That hit home! What do you want? It fucking bit me! I'll help you with that, scum! Not tough enough on your own? Enough!
God grant.
I want to try.
All right. Let's see how you do today.
What's the
Indeed, with
fit?
why do you think?
Does the miller know?
Crazy. Hey,
And
nothing.
would you mind explaining the rules once?
you get.
Who take?
Well, if you manage, and if he'd tell.
Thank you.
Got cold feet. Eh? Well, if you ever.
You know
The only but going on.
why the?
Just think of they
I think I.
all their earn. But if you're first,
So you are.
God bless.
Whoa! Whoa!
Quick.
Black powder? Never have expected that from Crazel.
Imagine, that monarch of ours is half deaf.
That dog of yours? What does that have to do with the gunpowder magazine?
Just that I was wondering that the explosions didn't bother him at all. At least he won't suffer here. And now I'm not surprised he was so unhappy with that bastard Vasaric. Hey, how did you know what we were actually doing?
I didn't exactly.
But you said weapons. How did you find out? Did we let it slip somehow?
Clear to me the moment I saw that book. I figured the illustrations were about either painting the walls with something to make them invisible, or demolishing them with some kind of flames.
Whew! That means it's all on Crazel, and I played my role properly. Anyway, you did a damn fine job. You deserve a nickname from me, like I promised. We're going to call you Sourdough.
Sourdough?
Well, when you came here, you were kind of unrefined, but as you gained experience, rose and rose until you've risen into a companion we need not be ashamed of. Take care then, Sourdough, and come back and visit sometime. Be with you. And wash up a bit. You look awful.
We've been through a lot together. Will you finally tell me more about yourself?
Have you not grown tired of all this constant questioning? I've told you plenty already. And if I left something out, it would...
Well, I know about the university.
That's a fine... You know.
That's all. You really let a golem made of dough, souls inside salt.
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they work brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired. Finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Huh? What about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Louis Samine has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've...
The ideal conclusion, I'd say, maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different... But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemy...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
So how about that
Wouldn't you?
all secret?
My great work, I believe...
Sounds interesting.
Sorry, Henry, but that won't happen. I had...
You know I'd never tell anyone.
And what if you were tortured? I even made an exact copy.
So maybe you could lend me...
It's no longer here.
What should I wear to...
Something it won't exact. Just don't. You have to.
That's all. What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad. At least I haven't heard about anything.
Where should I like...
Well, go up the
Razor?
in the good hand. You're not going to catch that fella. He set off straight for Kuttenberg.
Who's Hermes Trisman?
That I will.
Well, I hope you're... I'd like to...
Well, all right. Throw in a few.
For instance...
I see. Let's get to work.
I'd like to learn...
Well, all right. For a few groats, you know.
I reckon...
That's a true. You need to match. Let's get to work.
What's new?
Nothing much. Be with you.
God be with you. Like,
Ugh,
and what do you...
like a pretty...
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
Well, I really need...
Excellent.
I'll gladly...
Wonderful.
Look, don't try that again. I've no need for stuff like that. I'd rather wash Miner's clothes than this. I apologise.
God be with you.
What would you like?
Does the name Nick Vard Libak?
Yes, but I haven't seen him for a long time. About him.
Nick Vard is lying dead outside Trosky Castle walls. Guardhouse privies are. He apparently overestimated his strength while... version.
Are you serious? God, I'll send someone there immediately.
While exploring the region...
Ah, yes. Captain Thomas, at least we know what here.
Is there any work around the castle?
Well, there's the issue with the demon.
Demons?
Quiet! I don't want to cause a panic, but yes, unfortunately. Once again, devils are wreaking havoc at Trosky.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know any other kind? I'm preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Berghoff at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it? You and that friend of yours have a lot to make up for.
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage of the chaos and sent his hellspawn here. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. It's no wonder it's so close to hell. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time, and I want you to improve your standing with me and help me out.
How many do you think there are?
A lot. Certainly more than there are sinners in the region. Expect at least 10 beasts for every soul.
Some army. And I've never seen a real demon before. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the Maiden Tower.
Von Berghoff has my admiration then. How long did they fight? What kind of armor was Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von Berghoff sustain any injuries?
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest, apothecary. Should I pay them a visit?
We've always used either holy water or magic water from the apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
The holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack you, just run away. But don't make too much of a ruckus, or you'll cause a panic. Be with you.
Excuse me.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. There's that awful smell.
Oh, that sounds terrible. The Chamberlain wants this resolved as soon as possible.
It's about time. You have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and the maids start threatening to find work elsewhere. Oh, I hear the castle has always been connected to hell, but nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Right. What am I supposed to do about them? I heard I'm supposed to pour some kind of special water.
But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
Right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star, a pentagram.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
Devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. Well, my friend,
Be praised.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
Damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Here they're crawling out of fireplaces in the castle below the crone.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. The Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous it is for all of us. I'm telling you now.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse, little arena, in the palace below the crone, over by the outer wall? Inside, I mean, the ground floor. Place. Hell, day in and day out. Makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes. Start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it.
You're up early.
Show me
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Morning.
What do you have for...
Happy to be of service, sir. I apologize.
Came to tell you I found Nick Vard.
Will he come and pick up his medicine?
He won't need it anymore. Dead.
My God! It must have been something more serious than indigestion then.
Overestimated his strength.
How sad. But thanks for telling me. I'll pray for his soul.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. Go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he pricked you in the forehead with his horns. I'm sure they're demons. They're jealous of the prosperity and peace Lord von Berghoff has brought us these last few years.
Say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
Manietta told me the demons are coming from this side of the castle, from below the crone.
My God, the poor girl must be under their spell. And I was so fond of her.
Let me guess. I'll have to find and sprinkle 5 fireplaces.
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir, and every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops. God bless you, sir.
Can't just walk around here without permission. I thought I told... That's right.
More here. They won't be getting past this. Back to hell with you. They won't be getting past this. That should do it. Doing this right. doing this right. Doing this right. Don't show yourself here again. Fine.
You're not from here, are you? Around here, you need a light after dark. Ugh, you're ugly. Now I know why you want to be dark. Anyway, carry on. You're a kind man.
Privies for the guards. Did he make a mistake? Or was he just messing with me?
you like?
Must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad. I realised as soon as you left.
So where should I start looking for those demons?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos and the Burgrave's chambers. I hear a curious door appears right next to the staircase. Tower. Must be the devil's work.
All right, I'll have a look. But you better not be messing with me.
You cold piece of shit. Oh, not this again.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. Oh, great. Another shitter.
Greetings.
The place you sent me to was just another privy. Starting to lose my patience.
Oops. Me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
You're just messing with me. People are scared, rumours are spreading, and you're sending me from one privy to another.
It was just a little misunderstanding.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's court. It's between the palace below the crone tower. That reeking, hellish door must be hidden there.
I swear, this is another shitter.
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
There's nothing there you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my weapon ready if I were you.
If this is another joke, you'll really piss me off. What did I expect?
Oh, fucking.
Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time.
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
A great life lesson, really. Took care of those demons. It shouldn't be a problem anymore. I didn't see or hear any of them. I reckon it was just rats.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well. Still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he? He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Trosky Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff. Lord of Billin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto, but even so, the demons should leave you alone. Glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
A lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward. God be with you.
Good to see you.
Good dog. Good boy. How can I help you today?
How long have you been served?
Why'd you...
I don't know much about this place.
He's sir. Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Him.
Hey, all.